Hi YouTube and welcome back. I'm here again. It's me, Simply Sheeta, for video number 3 in connection to my pre-op experience getting the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, also known as VSG. Um, I started as a patient in January of this year, January the 7th. I have a 6-month period to go. And right now I am coming up on my third appointment with the bariatric team, which is how I'm counting it as basically my third month. Um, so I am not scheduled as of yet, but I have decided to share my journey on YouTube because I would like to have some kind of recorded data as to what I've been experiencing, and as well as be able to actually see the difference in time, like post-op surgery, as to how I look then versus those times. But I've taken notes. This is a gift from a good friend of mine, and I hadn't decided how to use it, but this seemed like the perfect time and the perfect way to use it. So I've been taking notes. So I'm going to have to ask you guys to excuse me if you see my eyes kind of like go to the side. But I want to make sure that when I make videos, they're just interesting. I don't want to just be on here, like just rattling away. So I will be, referring to little points that I jot down to be sure that I actually cover things that I wanted to talk about in my videos. So as I said before, Sundays are going to be my days to make my videos because they are the most quiet and restful days for me for the entire week. I live in the home with just an adult child, so I don't have kids or anything like that. But I just prefer to do this on the Sunday because I don't have any commitments that I may have during the week. So since my last video, I actually went to see the cardiologist for an EKG, which is required by the bariatric team. It went well. It was probably more time waiting than the actual appointment. But one thing I did learn that was interesting is the results of my sleep study, which I did not know prior to arriving because my appointment with the sleep study doctor is not until March the 11th. And it was kind of weird because I go to a hospital where everything, Pennsylvania's Presbyterian Hospital in Philadelphia has the best system, whereas everything is connected. You don't have to worry about them getting records from this person or waiting for this. Everything is in a computer. So every time I go to an appointment, even at checkout, they already have all of my other appointments scheduled. They know who I have to see. They know who I've seen. They can see my test results, blah, blah, blah. Well, this cardiologist decided to take it upon himself to tell me. He was like, well, I see your results. You want to know what it says? And I'm like, okay, sure. So he proceeds to read me my results. And I kind of felt like he was being a little bit of an asshole about it. Like he knows the sleep study doctor. Or, I don't know. It was weird because it never had happened before. You know what I mean? Not without me asking. And even if I did, that was usually something I would ask my primary, not, a specialist. But he offered, so. But pretty much he said that based on what he could see, I had sleep apnea, which they had been saying before, but I don't have a machine. I never had a CPAP machine or anything, so I don't know. I guess maybe it's because I snore. I don't know. But basically, he actually chuckled a couple of times, trying to explain to me based on what he read that was happening when I was sleeping and comparing it to others. And I kind of took it all in, like at least I knew more than I did. But I'm going to wait until I actually see the sleep doctor to see if maybe he can break it down a little bit more and tell me how that's affecting anything, and just pray that he doesn't recommend that I sleep with a CPAP machine because I think part of the issues that they noticed, like they said that I had 26 states of arousal. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, something woke you up 26 times. Yeah, I was sleeping on a fucking brick and I had 500 wires attached to me. Yeah, I can't sleep. Like, sleep is a big thing for me. I'm not somebody that like lay around and sleep all day. But when I'm tired, I gotta get into bed and I need sleep. And I don't think I would be able to do that with this CPAP machine because it would first drive me crazy. Like I remember riding a motorcycle with a full helmet, and I nearly fucking fainted because it just the obstruction. I felt like I couldn't breathe. So we'll see. That's on March the 11th. So I'll find out more. This past week I was on vacation. I had taken the whole week off. It didn't start off as supposedly be a vacation like that, but we had real crazy weather, and I work in Delaware, so I was just like, I'm not driving, and I have a lot of vacation time, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take the week off, especially since my daughter's birthday is this weekend, and I had a party planned on Friday, which turned out really well. Actually, you know what, that's something that I had to touch base on because I have been recovering from Friday. I spent all day yesterday recovering from Friday. I just realized that I just cannot drink like I used to. It does something to me. It hits me harder. It like even now, like I haven't had surgery of course yet, but the last couple of times I had drinks, it really wasn't the same. Which I hope is a good thing because I know that they really, discourage drinking like the first year after surgery. But just the last couple times, first of all, I'm a social drinker. I like going out to drink. I like being around people and drinking. Like I'm the person that's going to call shots. I'm that person. I'm not somebody that's going to sit around the house and have a glass of wine. That's like I have tons of alcohol downstairs from this party I had. It was at my house on Friday, and it'll sit there. But I like having it here in case I have someone over. My beer, I have wine, I have rum, I have all kinds of shit. But it's not my twist. And I know a lot of people say that sometimes, people that have weight loss surgery turn to other addictions, and often they become alcoholics because they're looking for something to replace that. And I believe in transfer addictions, but my experience here lately with alcohol has been so bad. I don't think that's going to be it. I don't know what. Knowing me shopping, but definitely not alcohol. Yeah, like I don't mind having a drink or whatever. But yeah, I just even at my own party, I mean I drank. I had because I call shots, and I was drinking 1800 tequila, and I felt it, but I felt it the next day. Like not only was I drinking a lot of alcohol, I made the stupid mistake of not drinking water while drinking alcohol, which means I was totally dehydrated. Just all day yesterday, I felt like my bones were aching just from dehydration, which is an old people thing probably. But if you ever feel achy, it's kind of a sign of dehydration. Drink water. So I've been trying to do that to get my fluids back up. Which actually, is a good segue into some of the things that I hope to do. Now, right now, like I said, this video since this video, my cardiologist appointment is the last appointment I have until next month. And I guess I'm kind of glad because I need a moment just to kind of start taking this stuff in. Like this past week, I had the appointments, but I really didn't do everything that I should be doing as far as working towards my goals. When I met with the nutritionist, she had given me this book and she said, pick out 2 goals, which I think I mentioned in my last videos. One was soda. Stop drinking soda, and the other was get vitamins. Now, they have a whole list of things, so there were actually some other things that I've done. One of the goals was kind of introduce yourself to protein powders and bars. I bought Muscle Milk, the strawberry kind, which isn't bad. It reminds me of a little bit of Slim Fast. I've drank Slim Fast in the past, and then I bought a whole container, which I'll have to take a picture of not Muscle Milk, protein powder. And it's strawberry, which wasn't really, like, I wanted something that I could mix with everything, like fruit and stuff, but I figured it'd be a good replacement meal, like for breakfast, because I drive to work. That would be perfect to sip on in the car and just start having those in place of breakfast, so I can try it and get used to the taste and stuff. So I've done that. But there are things that I need to do and I need to start doing. And these are going to be what I'm going to work on this week. And I will report back to you guys on next Sunday to let you know how it went. Couple of the things that I need to introduce and like really get serious about is keeping a food diary. Everybody knows that's effective. You see what you eat. I know it's effective. I've done it in the past. I do have my Fitness Pal on my phone, so I'll probably use that. I bought vitamins. I mentioned that before, but buying them and taking them is two different things, and I hate when I do that. But so I'm going to really get into the vitamins. Water. I realized how much water. I was looking at water, and I'm like, oh my god, like the average bottle of water is 16.9 ounces. So I'm thinking like damn, that's like six to eight bottles of water a day that I'm going to have to be looking at drinking. And at this very moment, that overwhelms me. That thought totally overwhelms me. But there are benefits to drinking water. I know there are benefits to drinking water. Period. For weight loss and any other reason. I mean, it clears your skin. It makes you just look overall and feel overall great. I know it when I get myself into the swing of drinking water. I'm just not a big water drinker. But I have to change that. So I'm going to be working to increase my water this week. And I would really, 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 really like to try to lose some pounds by my next appointment. My goal originally was to lose at least 5 pounds by each month. So whatever my starting weight is and my post-op weight, like there'll be a difference. I mean, I'm sure with the 2-week diet there's going to be some difference, but I would like to really show them that I'm trying to apply some of these things that I'm learning. So I'm going to be working on doing that before my next appointment with them, which is May the 6th, March 6th. I'm sorry, March the 6th. Wow, that's around the corner. Yeah, so as well as get serious about finding some kind of exercise. I've been trying to think of what I can do. Like, I really was into the Wii Fit at one time, and I was really loving it. But sometimes it's hard to get back into, like I said, anything works if you stick to the routine, and I kind of fell off with the routine. I don't know. I walk out in the park with my dogs every day, but we don't walk the park. I let them off their leash. I kind of stand there, and I want to start walking again. I just got to figure out something. But I have to do that because that's going to be part of my life. And I never have been one that like exercise, but I love to walk. So it's going to be interesting to find ways to get that back into my routine, especially while it's cold, because I just hate the cold weather. I think I have to make a point to say that one of the best parts about this journey as compared to when I had tried to go on this journey years back is YouTube. And I watch, and I'm sure I'm not alone in saying this because there's probably tons of other people doing the same thing that I do every day. And I watch hours of YouTube videos about people that are sharing their journeys, and they are really bearing their souls. They're saying things that make me think. They're saying things that I didn't think of. Some of it, it seems are shared experiences, like that feeling of regret that a lot of people, I've seen it so many times. I'm almost expecting for it to come over me, that feeling of, what did I do to myself? I've seen videos about, how people treat you different. I think I mentioned that before. So I'm kind of expecting that. But today I saw a video of a young lady, beautiful, beautiful young woman that she's experienced regain. And she was talking about the shame that she felt with it. And I ended up going back. And like I said, I know I'm not alone in saying this. I'm sure everybody probably, there are lots of people that, you do that. You see the one video and then you go back. You want to see what they look like before and everything. And I ended up watching probably about 6 of her videos, and you could see the difference in her. Like, I could see the difference. And I could see, she shared a video when she had a bad day. And then she shared a video where the scale had kind of stalled on her and it started again. And then her videos kind of stopped until she had her next video on, talking about, she had regained. I mean, she had a while ago. And my point is, bringing her up, is the fact that one of the things that she says contributed to her regain was an injury that kind of left her bedridden for months. And she, she said she slipped back, bottom line, she said she slipped back into bad habits and blah, blah, blah. But what really struck me about her was the fact that she was brave enough to do it. The fact that she actually came on here and said, hey, this is what happened, but I'm taking responsibility for my part in it, for not doing what I could have been doing or should have been doing beforehand after my healing, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take responsibility for this, and I'm going to go ahead and, reclaim what I lost, reclaim the weight that I lost, and work on reaching her goal, because this kind of happened before she got to her goal. And I don't know enough yet about YouTube, the weight loss community on YouTube, to know when you come across somebody, is it okay to shout them out? Like, to me, is that like giving out their unpublished telephone number? You know what I mean? Like I'm from an era where some people don't want, I don't know her just to say, but I'm saying all of that to say that hearing her to be so bare with her soul, I think is one of the things that makes this experience more humanistic for me. It makes a difference in what I experienced before and what I'm experiencing now. It's making a difference in my outlook. It's making a difference in knowing that there are people out there that know what it's like to be obese, to be unable to do certain things that I thought only I couldn't do anymore, or for having feelings I thought I only had, fears and excitements, like to not be alone, to not be alone in the struggle. And I thank people like her. So quite a few people I've seen, like I said, I don't know if I can mention them by name, but the fact of the matter is, it makes a difference. And to anybody that's out here and they're watching your YouTube videos and they're thinking about it, or like me, they're in the process, of it. This is a great community to learn the questions and real people, to see what real people are experiencing. And as I said before, I'm glad to finally to take this step so I can be a part of that community, because I know somewhere there is someone that is going to look at me and they're going to relate to me, whether it's my age or my mindset, or I don't know, maybe they like owls, I don't know. But if you're someone that's contemplating weight loss surgery and you need the support of people, because maybe you're not getting it in your family, in your immediate family and friends, this is a place. I don't think that anyone that is suffering from obesity related ailments, obesity related health issues, or anybody who just feels like they're ready for that change, I don't think you should let anything stop you. I regret not getting this done years back. At the same time, I realize and I understand today I really wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to succeed the way I am today. Like, not only am I ready to get it, I'm ready to succeed at it. And that makes the difference. So I don't know who needed to say that, who needed to hear that, but I felt like it was something that I just wanted to say, because like I said, I know that there are people out there just like me, watching these videos, and they're deriving as much information as they possibly can, and they're wondering and they're scared. They might be in my stage, they might be in the very early stage, just finishing the mandatory, introduction meeting, or they may have just gotten their date yesterday, or they may be 5 years post-op, 2 years post-op. The bottom line is we're all together in this community, and we're all at some point or another, are going to go through a stage, that someone before us is going through. So, thank you for watching my video. Oh, do not forget to like, and subscribe, and to return on next Sunday. I'm not going to say it's just Sunday. I'm going to do the videos on Sunday, hope to post them on Sunday. But your girl learned how to edit, so I'm going to be trying to do some stuff, and I don't know how long it's going to take. But please subscribe, come back. Please, if you have questions, not that I know a lot other than what I've been through so far, comments, suggestions, I'm more than welcome. Please put them in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you, and remember, love yourself more.